This is Mark Bell from Super Training Gym. Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. Thank you so much for checking out our new YouTube channel. Make sure you tag other people. Make sure you tell other people about it. Make sure you tell people this is where you're going to come for great information, great inspiration, and great infotainment. So here we go. The question came in about being in a slump. People often ask, how do you get back on track? How do you get out of a slump? You ever get depressed? You ever get sad? You ever find yourself just not motivated to exercise, not motivated to work out? And let me kind of explain why, and maybe explain how you can motivational proof yourself in your own quest to be in better shape. You might have to fat proof your home, meaning like don't buy a bunch of crap that you shouldn't be eating. And in this case, you might have to have enough motivation within hand's reach so that you always stay motivated, so that you always stay on point, so that it's very rare, maybe not always, but it's very rare for you to falter, and it's very rare for you to kind of fall apart or go against your goals. 2006, I started Super Training Gym, and once I started Super Training Gym, there's really no turning back from there. I've always been motivated, I've always been dedicated to the gym, I've always been dedicated to the iron. But once I started the gym, the main intention and the main goal of the gym, it was put together for 100% selfish reasons. I wanted to be the strongest lifter in the world, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do it by myself. And so when I decided to have this gym, invite other people into this gym and into this world, I knew it was going to put me on the hook to be there all the time and to be a leader, to be the strongest guy in there, to be the most knowledgeable guy in there. I had to make sure that I had the knowledge and then some, to be able to bring it every single day, to be able to help these men and women get stronger. The other thing that happened once I started Super Training Gym, there's a saying that says, if you walk with the lame, you develop a limp. You may have heard me say that before. I say it all the time. I don't feel I can say it enough. But if you're around lame people, then you're gonna end up with some lame results. And so you wanna be around like-minded people that wanna be savages, that wanna get better, that want to do better in life. And when I got around other people, other like-minded people that wanted to be stronger, and I got around other people that not only wanted to be stronger, but they wanted to be the strongest, it helped motivate and inspire me. Now back to you, because this is important. Motivational people listen and seek out motivational stuff. People that are in a slump probably don't. And why is that? Well, it's because being in a slump perpetuates being in a slump. Being motivated perpetuates being motivated. Once you start to get some motivation towards something, once you get momentum going, once you get inertia, once you get started, and once you get past that hard part, that sticking point, that tough spot in the very beginning, that's the hardest thing to do most of the time, is to simply just get started. So once you get started and once you get going, it's 2, 3, 4 days later that it starts to get easier. That is actually really, really rapid growth if you think about it. It was only 3 or 4 days, and not even a full week, that you were like, this sucks, I don't want to do it. And you wake up the next morning and say it again. You wake up the next morning and say it again. You wake up the next morning and say it again. But after that, once you get past that period, it'll get a little easier. It'll get a little easier. It'll get a little easier over and over again. Over a period of time, it won't really feel like it's much of anything because it will be part of your lifestyle. So as you start to think about like, oh man, I'm in a slump, you're gonna have to start to think about what are some things you can do to get you out of the slump. How do you take that first step? Because I'm always talking about one foot in front of the other, right? But if you never did that, if you never even took the first step, how do you get the first step initiated? What I usually find with people, there's 3 main things that are in the way of people. Number 1 is yourself. That's number 1, and I'll get back to that in a second. Number 2 is your diet, and number 3 is your lack of sleep. You're just not sleeping enough. Don't go to sleep with your phone in your room. Take your phone out of your room, put your phone on Wi-Fi, get it the hell out of your room. If you need your phone as an alarm clock, you shouldn't need an alarm clock anyway, because you should be getting to bed and you should be getting enough sleep that you just wake up kind of naturally anyway. That's my opinion. People being in their own way. This is a huge problem, and this is the biggest problem. Unmotivated people are going to stay unmotivated because they have unmotivated thoughts, and they have thoughts in their brain that are telling them that this is okay, this behavior is fine, but it's not, because it's our goal and it's our job each and every day to try to figure out a way to be a little bit better than we were yesterday. So how do you figure that out? How do you work on being a little bit better? Or what if you're like, fuck it man, like fuck Mark Bell, I don't even care. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't want to be better. I just want to be me. I just want to be the same. I was talking the other day on my podcast about things that I've changed over the years, habits that I've changed over the years, and What are some things that have had a big impact on me? Well, the main thing I changed is my mindset. Changing your mindset is something that you have an opportunity to work on every single day. Start replacing the word work with opportunity, and never, ever miss an opportunity to grow. Never miss an opportunity to expand. If you're doing that, you're going to be falling behind. It's real easy to fall behind. It's easy to get lazy. It's easy to be unmotivated. I myself have been unmotivated in the past towards certain things, just not with lifting. I don't wear a watch. See? I don't wear a watch. Because the time to do it is right now, and I don't need a watch to tell me that. You need to get up off your ass and you need to get yourself moving. Make sure you're committing. Make sure you're doing the things that you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do them. The difference between someone who's great and someone who's not is the person that's great has the discipline to do this over and over and over again. They do things that they don't want to do when they normally don't want to do them. Do I really want to wake up at 3:30 in the morning and go to the gym? No, I don't. I'm not an idiot, but I have committed myself to that. I have forced myself to do that because that's what's important to me. It's a priority. If you take training and you start to make it more of a priority, then it will be so much easier for you to do it. Be so much easier for you to get it done. The only way you're going to stay motivated is to be able to make it simple enough to where it can be repeatable. It needs to almost be really, really easy. If I said to you, hey man, I want you to learn Spanish, you'd be like, what? Huh? You'd be like, oh, dude, there's no way. How about if I said this to you though? I said, for 365 days, I'm going to teach you a new word. One new word for 365 days, right? Well, that's a little less daunting. That's not going to be nearly as hard. That's not going to be nearly as difficult. That could be a task that you can actually complete. With your training, make it seem like a joke. Make it seem easy. Make it seem super simple to the point where you're like, I can do that, no sweat. Hopefully some of this information has helped you. Tag a friend, talk to your buddies, tell them about this new YouTube channel. Strength is never weakness, weakness is never strength. Catch you all later.